So it's time for episode 6. And following a pair of flu jab injections that I have more or less given myself a few days to pretty much sink in, I would honestly say that these hands are probably healthy as well as nimble enough for me to actually get on with this. So we are now a third of the way there with the silver class, and now we will be doing another pair of races here, as we will be heading to Bunker Hill and Watahu Town. And before we do either of those, I am gonna give myself some more tuning, because it may be needed. And unfortunately, the supercharger cannot be afforded, so I'm gonna have to be meticulous about this. I'm gonna put on the carburetor and manifold, because obviously that gives me more power. And let's just see what else we have here. I'll put on the racing exhaust, and I'll also put on, I'll make that a manifold upgrade, and I'll also put on a suspension upgrade, and I'll upgrade the tyres as well, and I think that's pretty much everything we can do, unless I really want to get myself another engine upgrade. You know what, I'll just put on the filter kit. Okay, I think that should be everything regarding upgrades here. So, let's now get on with some racing. Hopefully the upgrades I have put on will be enough for me to not struggle too much. But we'll wait and see. Also, another thing I should mention is that, when you have to more or less see yourself getting flu jab injections, it can, from time to time, fuck you over. And a lot of the time, if you're feeling headachy for one day or another day, then that's more or less when the jabs basically do leave you to just feel inactive. Say anything at the moment. I really don't feel like anything needs to be said. Well, can I please get back on the track? Okay, thank you. Thank you for letting me back on the track. Oh, and someone just died as a result of being ejected from the car. And can I actually get past the leader this time, instead of just going straight into the lion's mouth? I could actually avoid the lion's mouth. Yeah, I kind of had to muscle my way through there, but that's okay, because I am now out front. And that's kind of where I need to be at this stage. But anyway, here we go. So I'm actually leading now. Can I manage to hold on this time? Well, looks like I'm building up a gap, so something tells me it'll be a yes. Okay, this is more like where I was wanting to run. Just running out front, giving myself the advantage, and just hoping that this will be what manages to get me out front. Or so I would hope. And through the final corner, I am well ahead of the AI now. And on my third attempt, I actually win this, because I made sure to not overshoot the corners. So there we go. I win in my fast hammer over Seth, who was in the lone slider in this race. Then we had Tanya third in the overrunner, followed by Katie fourth in the second fast hammer. Frank finished fifth in the second overrunner. Then we had the two Speed Devils, driven by Paul and Sue, and at the back we had Ray in the Road King. You know, once I really got myself adjusted to the atmosphere and I started generating myself a gap, that was basically when I was really doing what I was supposed to be doing. And in all honesty, it actually paid off. I didn't think there's any other way I possibly could have done this race once I really got the form going. But either way, this time around, I actually managed to do it properly. And the results have spoken for themselves. Even though I did have to muscle my way through to actually go for the lead. And I did also have to correct myself from a first corner spin to get back in contention for it, but nonetheless, I kept digging, and eventually I got just the right amount of yardage to work my way through the pack, And in the end, I got the W. Okay, I think that should do it now. I would say we've more or less crossed into the territory we were expecting ourselves to be in at this stage. But either way, we did okay. So 2,500 for winning, and we have now unlocked Pinewood Challenge. And $44 in terms of our bonus. Doesn't really surprise me, in all honesty. And now we will get through race number 6 of the Silver Class. Watahu Road Run. So here we go now for race 6 of the Silver Class, as we are in the middle of Watahu town. I think this is also the first time I've actually driven the streets of Watahu, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, okay, yep. And already there is chaos. Wow, literally on the launch, and yet already I immediately get slammed into. Oh, and someone just went straight through the air. Probably as a result of... Motherfucker. No, absolutely not. I will not let that one slide. That is bullshit right there. Just complete and total bullshit. Oh, yep, and there goes one of the women who has already killed herself as a result of running into that truck, and yep, there goes the field in front of a motel post. I can definitely say the AI are easily more aggressive here than they were before. This definitely looks like the point where the aggression is going to hit possibly new levels of insanity, which is kind of what's happening at the moment. Excuse me. But nonetheless, I still hope to remain steadfast, even though I don't have any nitrous on me. But whatever, doesn't matter, because I'm closing right in on the leader after I manage to perfectly execute my corner entry through that right-hander. And I'm closing right in on the leader. This is going to be a hard-fought victory if I can claim this one, because I can definitely say I've had more than my fair share of wrecks up to this point, which have no doubt contributed to me being further down than I should be. And up the inside I go, and that is now where I take over the lead. So we have just a few corners left to go on this lap, and then we just have one more lap to go here at Watahu Town, as we're heading through the town centre now, and through these little kinks here, and heading past a truck as well with a ramp. I can definitely say this place is littered like it's more or less an abandoned town. Although then again, since this game doesn't contain spectators, I'm really not surprised. But anyway, I am at the front, and hopefully if it's possible, I can stay there. So just got 2 corners to go now, and there we go. I win! And I get drilled right at the end by Ray. Jesus Christ. He literally just drilled into me. Anyway, let's wait for everyone else now. And there we go. And what do you know? The Fast Hammers finish in both first place and last place. So, Ray finished second in the Lone Road King, then Paul completes the podium in the first of the 2 Speed Devils, then we've got Seth in fourth with the Slider, then got the 2 Overrunners ahead of the second Speed Devil driven by Sue, and then we have got the second Fast Hammer driven by Katie Daggett, bringing up the rear of the field with a time of 4 minutes 32.69. Nice. And that is now the end of episode 6 of this game. And we still have many more to go. So that is another 2 races done, and I think that's equivalent to us now reaching another 5% in completion. But I will check to be sure. So, got another 2 grand as a result of winning, and we have now unlocked Whitefish Ice Run. And only $6 as a bonus. Oh well. Anyway, there we go. We are now halfway there with the Silver class. And our next 2 races take place at Whitefish Rally and at Pinewood Meadows, with the first of those 2 being Whitefish Rally. So here's our progress now. We have gained 5%, which is what I expected, and we're now up to 183 kilometers. Not bad. So, on now to the next one.